Robbaz here, and welcome back to Cooking with the Cock. Today we're having a double episoder. We're gonna cook some pumpkin pie, and we're gonna carve a pumpkin, like a true American. I know that carving a pumpkin isn't cooking, but I'm doing it in my kitchen, so it is cooking. Everything you do in the kitchen is cooking. So I've actually bought a rather large pumpkin. Everyone was looking at me when I bought it. I've never done this before, so I was trying to get into the brain of the pumpkin. This mohawk thing got in the way. But I don't think the pumpkin is worrying about its looks, knowing where it's going. So you have to rip off the skull cap and enter the brains. Holy shit. I sure hope my pumpkin doesn't have feelings, because if it does, this is probably hurting like hell. The smell was rather pleasant actually, but you always need to check for xenomorph face huggers in the pumpkins. You don't know what those filthy things are hiding. So just use a spoon, remove all the brain membrane. It's a little bit stringy and shit, but you can get it out. I use plastic gloves because my hands are fucking beautiful. I don't want the gooey down my hands. Look at that. And when you're done, all the brains are removed. Just print out your most beautiful picture. You need to think a little bit like a plastic surgeon, you know. You want the pumpkin to look good. Look at that! Look at that shit! It already looks better! You want to perforate the lines. I'm using a screwdriver, because yeah, it works. Anything pointy will work. But you know, when you're done perforating, remove the paper. Look at that. I guess this is what they do when they kind of do this with real plastic surgery. You know, draw where they want to cut. They're using a high-speed rotary tool with a diamond tip. It's kind of nice. There are different sizes for different details, of course. I actually believe this is a bit more hard than real plastic surgery, because if you fuck up, you can't fix it. You can't erase the lines you've been putting down. The eyes were a bit hard to perforate out, so I just drew them straight onto the pumpkin. You can do that if you want to as well. You can draw everything. You're free to do whatever the heck you want. Just make sure it's deep enough. You want to go really into the flesh. You want the juices to spray everywhere. So, go deep. When you're done, you can just sit back and bask in the glory of the Savior. Look at that shit. Look at Gaben staring straight into your soul. It turned out rather well, actually. I was surprised over how nice it looked. It turned into this more red color. So, yeah, I was pretty pleased. I actually decided to try again. I wanted to do a curval. It looks so good. Look at that shit. It lighted up even better. I did inverted instead. Man, look at that shit. That's crazy. I didn't film anything more than this though, so very well. Like and favorite this shit. Click here for the pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie.